Alright, so on today's Species Spotlight, we're going to be talking all about the whitetail deer. Whitetail deer is one of the most common native deer species in North America. It is a medium-sized deer characterized by the white underside of its tail that can be easily seen when the deer is alarmed. Its fur color ranges from red-brown to gray-brown. Whitetail deer vary quite a lot in size. Bucks weigh in from 45 to 100 kilograms, or 100 to 275 pounds, and also develop medium-sized antlers that can branch into several points along one main beam. Whitetails are highly adaptive herbivores that live in forests as well as more open prairie-like environments. They do not pose a threat to humans and can run up to speeds of 75 kilometers per hour or 47 miles per hour. I can't read today. They can also leap over obstacles as high as 2.7 meters or 8.9 feet. Now, as you see, these are weapon class 2 animal, just like the blacktail. But now, these whitetail go in the higher range of class 2. So you can kind of think of these as like class 2.5. So the rifles that you want to use for these are going to be the 270, the 45-70, and the 30-06. All three of those are going to give you your integrity. Also, the Solican MN is going to give you integrity. For handguns, the 44 will give you integrity. For bows and crossbows, you want to use the 420 grain bows or bolts. And I believe it's buckshot. I think the slugs are too much for these. I'm not quite sure about the shotguns. I don't use shotguns a lot, and I'm pretty sure it's buckshot for any of these. I hope that's right. So these animals, they max out at level 3. Now, for the life of me, I can't understand why EW chose to have whitetail max out at level 3 and blacktail maxed out at level 5. It's kind of strange to me that the whitetail are kind of in the same level class as roe deer, Siberian musk deer, and like rabbits and ducks. That's kind of strange to me. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but that's besides the point. Now, you're going to call these in with the bleat call. You're going to call them in with the grunt. You're going to call them in with the buck snort wheeze. And they also have whitetail scent that you can use to call them in. Now, personally, the buck snort wheeze, I don't have a lot of good luck with that. The other two work fine. But the buck snort wheeze, yeah, I never seem to have really good luck using that one. And while I'm thinking of it, I forgot to mention that in the last video on the blacktail. The blacktail you can call in with the bleat call, the grunt, and they also have a blacktail scent that you can spray. Now, the minimum diamond weight for these guys is going to be 95.64 kilograms or 210.85 pounds. And again, remember, and I'm going to say this every video, max level does not mean you're going to be guaranteed a diamond. It's the best chance to get a diamond. But it doesn't always mean it's 100% going to get you a diamond. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the map. And I'll show you some of my favorite spots for these. So right here, starting at the Wenatchee Outpost, work your way down to the water, and just head north. Now, I see most of them from there to the Mount Kraken Outpost. The further north you get along this this river or line of lakes or whatever this is here, you start to get out a little bit. You do see them a little bit up into here, but now you're starting to get into blacktail territory, which we discussed in the last video. Another good spot is High Lake. You got the High Lake Outpost right here in this big lake right here, all around here. And up over into here too, I've seen whitetail. Those are good spots. Now, over here in Norden, from like this stand here, a little bit north and south, like this whole area here, it's pretty good for whitetail. And this is actually where I got my diamond whitetail. It was right over in here. Again, to mention it, Mushroom Lake, man. Mushroom Lake is another good one, you know. It's like early morning is good for blacktail. And in the afternoon, the whitetail come in the same spots that the blacktail use. And another good spot is, big surprise, Wenatchee Lake. Again, this lake has pretty much everything at this lake except for moose and rabbit. I don't think I've ever seen any jackrabbit here. So again, in the afternoon, the whitetail are going to be all around this lake. And then moving north, you'll see some whitetail up in here. And I've seen some whitetail right up by this lake here. And also whitetail in through here. But again, that's the Kraken rope bridge. So, like I said, up to about Mount Kraken. Now, I used to find whitetail down in this area, but I haven't been finding a lot of whitetail in there lately. But I wouldn't say don't check that out. So I would definitely say check this area out too, guys. So with that, that should be all you need to know to get into some whitetail. So that's where we're going to end the video here, guys. I hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time.